Hello, it is October 11th, Saturday of 2025. I have quite a few things to say, so welcome to my video log. Once again, I'm just video logging, so I'm not trying to tell you anything besides maybe what you already know. And this is just a space where I share my experiences, so I was opening up to a friend last night, and it kind of just made me realize that despite the things that I've gone through throughout these last few years, it's not something that determines my ability to do things or to have my own genuine connections, things that are more resonant to me as a person, right? And I mean, if you haven't been watching my videos for a while, you may not know, but I went through quite a few physically dysregulating things around 2022, the end of 2022, and into 2023. I won't go into specifics, but just physical attack, molestation, and depression. And so that period of my life being so, I guess you could say, far away because of what I've done to heal, it actually reminded me last night how important it is to talk about these things, because they definitely affected me for a really long period of my life. And even to this day, I realize that I am still healing. I'm still learning to open myself back up. And so those kinds of things are integral. And I feel like by not having conversations about it for so long, because I never felt like the space was necessarily there, it's crazy because my friend was sharing with me about how they kind of knew that I had gone through quite a few things, and I thought that was pretty funny because it's just I forget that I have. And especially being 25, figuring out my life, going back to school, making an effort to have a professional career, it's just something that I'm not that focused on, because I spent a period of time, 2023 till I would say 2024, just to kind of relearn what it's like to be myself, and to relearn what matters to me and what I'd like to do about that. And so yeah, I found that this conversation and this space that I was provided, and just the people that I've met these last few months to year, have been so integral to relearning what it feels like to feel safe and to have the quote-unquote right environments for me. Sorry, there's mosquitoes out here. It rained so hard yesterday, but it was so beautiful. I was out walking, and if you follow my Instagram, I posted some photos of the clouds because I fucking love clouds. And it was funny, I was taking pictures, I was enjoying it, and I took a video to send to my friend, and then it was downpour of rain. I was like, oh shit. And I ran, and I was like, whoa, I can't remember the last time I run in the rain. So it was really nice. But hi, Kato. Hey, Kato, you want to come out? We're chilling out here. I'm dog sitting my friend's dogs, and they're so fucking cute. Oreo's right next to me too. Yeah, Kato! Kato! Oh my gosh, so cute. And I don't know, man. I just feel like it's so important to talk about the deep ass things in your life, because they're deep. They go deep. They hit deep. They hurt deep. And it's not to say like talk about it all the time, but like to actually have a space where I can talk about these things. Because like I'm not just gonna go up to someone and be like, yeah, I was like severely molested in 2022 and almost got like taken away by people who were trying to drag me away from my friend, even though I wasn't the one intoxicated entirely. Anyways, it was just like nice. It was just nice to have that kind of space to share and express that. And it made me realize like why I am the way I am. And there's something, sorry, let this truck pass. Yeah, Oreo. Oreo's biting this bark of wood. What the fuck? Bark of wood? Anyways, I had to relearn. Give him a minute. Yeah. No way that they're gonna stop right here. No way. Yes way. Yes way. But yeah, just I hope that everyone's watching and has or finds that place where they can share the things that have affected you. I hope and pray that there are people who are willing to see you for who you truly are, not just based on appearances or momentary, fleeting emotions. And I hope that this video finds that same amount of peace within your experience as well, because connecting with people can be quite... Bruh, this fucking truck. They're getting hella close to that tree. We're just trying to chill outside. Kato fell asleep in the sunlight. There's actually a good simile, because Kato had a really intense injury in his lower back, and it's something that I've observed in him as a dog. It's like when you're so afraid of someone hurting you again, kind of just get apprehensive, you know, you just start to react and you're like, okay, this could happen, or I know that this has happened before and that I'm potentially in the space to or place to get hurt again. And it's like truly about regulating yourself to have those roots. And I read this quote today where it was talking about how sometimes the leaves fall from trees, and thinking about, do leaves or trees even think about the fact that their beautiful leaves are gonna fall and that they will be barren for all of winter, a whole season? Do they have faith? And a pine cone just fell from that tree, and it reminds me of seasons, you know? It reminds me of the natural change of the body and the things that we pay attention to. Or you don't need that, don't need that. The things that we pay attention to, and kind of like letting ourselves experience something that teaches us there's no need to be so on guard. And I feel that that's been a big thing about learning how to teach myself what it feels like to be safe, or even discern who is actually safe for me versus what I used to think was safe. And that's just like almost like a reiterating turnover of a lesson or moral to a story type thing, where even throughout childhood and then into like your adolescence and then into your young adulthood years and then into now for me, because I'm about to turn 26 next month, and it just is like I have things that I value, I have things that I prioritize, I have things that I still am attentive to because I want to feel more at peace. I want to feel more calm and restful. And so it's just really important to me, you know, and I don't want to forsake that. It's not about remembering it and always having that in my mind, but really just to kind of have these moments where you can just come back to yourself, you know, come back to yourself, come back to you as a person, what you've gone through, your experiences, what you've grown past and grown out of, and what you've lived through, really. And so I just wanted to record this video just because I really feel like that just kind of softened me to a whole nother level. It softened me to recognize that there really is something worth living for. Even when we don't have that right away, we end up finding it. And it's almost like you get an inkling, like, oh, I know that there's more, I know that there's greater or whatever, and then you find it and you're like, damn, this is exactly what I needed. Even though I didn't recognize or know what it would look like or what it would sound like, but this is exactly what I needed. And it showed itself at the right time. It showed me that truly divine timing is so real. Why do I feel like they're hella close though? It's just so real. It's just so real. And I have a lot of faith that things are just always working out. That's something that really helps me, is that I feel like I've healed. Oh my god, Kato's snoring. He fell asleep totally. I really feel that, like, oh, there it's back. Get away from Oreo. That was a mosquito, sorry. It was huge too. I think I'm gonna go inside now. But yeah, like, everything's always working out in your favor. I promise you. Because I truly believe by having that in my mindscape, like in my mental, what would I call that? Like, oh no, there's a specific word that I really want to say. It's almost like my regime of words or phrases that I tell myself just to help me get through maybe hard times or low lows. And I'm like, this too is working out in my favor. I may not realize how, I don't need to know how sometimes, and that's okay. And so I have faith that I will figure it out, that I will live through this, that I'm capable of that, and I prevail, you know? And it's like in the most unexpected but most just way for me to do it is just to have faith in yourself, in others, in universe, in God, Goddess, whoever you believe in. And I believe in myself, you know? No way that the mosquito fucking bit me on my chest, bro. Gosh. Anyways, I want to show you Oreo, guys. Look at how freaking cute she is. Look at her. And then there's Kate over there sleeping, but me getting excited is waking him up. So I'm gonna go now. Thank you so much for allowing me the space to speak and the space to share. I am praying for you guys, sending so much love and support on your own spiritual journey. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being alive. And I shall see you guys in the next video. Bye, Collective.